Good morning, Mayor, Board, and fellow citizens. Thank you for inviting me this morning. Is the landfill coming near us? And what's in your garbage? 2 years ago, I wasn't sure that Riverdale needed a recycling program. But after seeing the amount of waste we generate and the local success of program implementation in other communities, I think it's time that Riverdale get involved. There are many towns, small and large, that are near us that have implemented a curbside program successfully. These towns are on their way to preserving their community and also their environment. As a lifelong resident, I've enjoyed growing up here and now raising my family. We have a wonderful community full of walking trails, parks, a lot of time we spend here as a family. So today, I want to share with you some background information about recycling, local community program success, the benefit of recycling, and what does this mean to Riverdale. So across the U.S., there's a growing number of problems with waste recycling, with recycling programs and waste management. On average, we're seeing about 4.5 pounds of solid waste that was generated per person per day across the U.S. In a population slightly over 20,000, this equates to a household waste of 100,000 pounds a day. Our recycling rates with plastic bottles is only at 28%. To further complicate this, we're seeing a number of decline in landfills to a scarce level. Over a 20-year period, from 1980 to 2000, we've declined from 7,600 landfills to roughly 1,700. But our towns and local communities continue to grow in population. And there's a need for new landfills. This puts a lot of pressure on local communities and local governments as resistant to having any landfills built near them for obviously health and environmental concerns. So you see the record growth in waste and the continued decline in landfills and the stagnant in recycling. It's a challenge. It's an unsustainable waste disposal system. So now I've given you a little background. How can you help? How can Riverdale help? Well, we can easily adopt a program. It's a 2-can curbside program that's been implemented as a government-led, citywide program that's been successfully implemented in many of the local communities near us. 1 can is left as a garbage can for each household. Another can is left as a recycling can for each household. The cans are picked up once weekly at the curbside, so there's no additional walking during the week. And it's very easy. The recycling can can be used to recycling different products. There's no sorting. It's less confusion. Each household can place all their recycling items in 1 can. Now, our city haulers are willing to pick up the cost, or at least half of the cost of these cans. So it's a 50-50 split. Also, studies have shown that anytime when the program is shown to be convenient, it does demonstrate an increased compliance with participation. As well as studies have shown that programs that are citywide, led by government, that provide some structure, have proved to be also compliant and also successful. So, what does this mean for Riverdale? How does this benefit us? Imagine if we don't recycle. We would be the only town, one of the few towns near us that do not recycle, continue to contribute to the waste, and not providing any solution. Where will we be in 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years from now? What would the image of our town and our people would be like? So I urge you that we need to go look at recycling as an option for us. We need to give people the choice to consider this. So we are at the crossover of recycling, and the choice is very clear. Our community needs to take this in full consideration. There are many individuals and many residents recently have come to me and said, I would support this program even with a small tax hike, provided that it's convenient and it's non-hassle. Our nation is facing continued growth in waste and a continued decline in landfill, as well as stagnant in recycling. So recycling is the future. So as a Riverdale resident, I urge you to support this program. Your decision today will have an important impact to preserving our town. My fellow neighbors, I ask you for your vote to help support a recycling program in this town and preserve our community. Recycling for Riverdale, and the time is now.